the aircraft to be affected,
Damn,
and much too
the
high for
wildfire
the
in the
risk
state
to
is
try and get out
bad.
and sneak in. But there's really no reason you will
Oh
be caught.
my
They're
God,
looking for you.
look at the destruction.
And it's sad that that even happens. And you just can't drive into this area. Every single vehicle that drives into this area will
Look at the destruction. Oh my
right now
God.
we don't see much in the way of winds. It is relatively
Oh
calm.
my
There's a little
God.
breeze out of the north, which is pretty typical.
Wait, these are houses. Oh my God. Oh my God. These are all houses that have been wiped out by the wildfire. The Los Angeles wildfires have laid waste to almost 2,000 homes. 2,000 homes. A disaster like this is not supposed to be politicized at any way. These are people's livelihood. These are losses. People's life will never be the same again.
The big tankers, obviously, that can fly.
Oh my God.
In weather a little stronger than we can. Acceptable to people trying to sneak in. But there's really no reason. You will be caught. They're looking for you. And it's sad that that even happens, that somebody's trying to, take advantage of someone else.
How these fires grew at the same time in two separate locations.
That's what happened. When things like this happen,
now, LA is, of course, home to the stars. But fire is sweeping through whole areas, no matter how exclusive the neighborhood. So in Malibu, the homes of
how does it happen in the same time in two different locations? That is where when the conspiracy theories they come in now.
Here in the hills, you've got George Lucas, Beyonce and Jay-Z, and Jennifer Aniston. Or in the area of another fire in Sunset, the home of Winona Ryder, Charlie XCX and Charlize Theron, under threat, as is the Hollywood sign itself, as are many, many more houses. Because there really is nowhere these fires
Oh my God.
For comparison, this is a map of London. And this is what
The
it looks
Bollywood
like
sign, if it burns down,
superimpose those on
that is a landmark.
How big it is. So in all, we've got 27,000 acres that have burned so far in LA, around 118 square kilometers.
God.
And the fires still continue to rage.
27,000
The
acres.
intensity of these fires on the ground is terrifying to see, and even more so when you realize just how huge the area consumed by these flames is. Now, this is the situation in Los Angeles as its residents woke up on Thursday morning. Thousands of acres ablaze.
Oh my God.
Now, some of these, like Woodley, are under control, but that is only 30 acres, whereas the Palisades fire, the big one, is still classified as an active
What caused the fire? What ignited the fire?
17,000 acres. And the devastation is on an epic scale. Now, this is Altadena, an area in North LA. This is what
17,000 acres.
The firestorm has come and it has gutted entire neighborhoods. Have a look at that. And this is a different view captured by satellite again, but now we're looking at infrared. What this is measuring is how hot and intense these fires have been burning. If we go to the Pacific Coast Highway over to the west, now again, this is what it looked like before the recent fires there on the beach, and this is what it looks like afterwards. Buildings.
Almost 180,000 people have been ordered to leave their homes around Los Angeles as 5 fires continue to burn, 2 of them completely uncontained. This is
180,000 people.
Entire neighborhoods completely destroyed, everything gone. Only the charred remains of trees have been left standing. The first fire to erupt was on Tuesday in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood.
How will people even bounce back?
And it is still out of control. It
Tuesday.
spread rapidly. Look at
and it's
how
close to the
fast
sea.
It moved in just 5 hours. It now covers more than 17,000 acres of land. That blaze alone is now one of the most destructive natural disasters in the history of LA. There are still 5 fires alight around the city. Firefighters say 2 of them, the Palisades and Hearst fires, are still 0% contained.
But how comes...
And you can see from this time-lapse of the Palisades fire just how quickly it spread, fanned by hurricane-force winds. And this, another neighborhood, Altadena, this satellite imagery shows the homes and buildings, street after street, completely engulfed. 5 people are known to have died, but the LA sheriff says that number will rise. Our correspondent, Emma Vardy, is there.
Oh my God, this is sad. This is sad, this is sad. This is when the country has to come together.
The wind has dropped. The weather is calmer today.
LA fires burn out control. LA fires burned out of control as thousands evacuated from homes.
Brought under control, and we now know that large parts of this city will never look the same again. The scale of this disaster is clear to see.
Never, ever.
Block after block, a blanket of destruction. More than 1,000 buildings burned in this community alone.
Oof. Seriously.
Emergency services unable to save them.
Imagine if you're in this, what do you do now? What do you do?
And still they burn. The most catastrophic
People's
fires
homes
Los Angeles
burned
has
down
ever seen.
to ashes. All their
Overnight,
possessions.
The Hollywood Hills resembling a disaster movie.
It's like your whole life has been wiped out.
Engulfing an iconic community of California. More than 130,000 people have been told to evacuate their homes. Here, just one of many properties engulfed, turned to a shell.
Oh my God.
A lot of the stories of heroic actions by our deputy sheriffs, police officers,
Beautiful
and firefighters,
houses.
a lot of them are taking place from people who...
In this video, I'm going to show...
This is a time when the country has to come together. The country has to come together, because this is sad. But we know in America everything is used for politics. Donald Trump has already been throwing blames. This is a disaster. You can't blame anybody when it comes to a disaster. What will people do? Everything they've ever owned, beautiful houses. Look at that. Whoa, crazy.